We're here to show you some important bike maintenance tips to keep your bicycle in top shape and reduce wear and tear so you're safe out on the road. We'll also show you how to identify some common issues so you know when to get some expert help. If you take care of your bike will take care of you. Every time you ride, take a few minutes for a quick safety check. All you need is an air pump with a pressure gauge. First, check your tires and make sure they're filled to the proper air pressure using your air pump. Most road bike tires should be filled to 100 to 110 psi. If you're not sure what pressure works best for your tires, look on the side of your tire for the recommended pressure. If your tire needs air, fill it up. Change any flats so you're ready to go. Next, squeeze the brakes to make sure they're functioning properly. Make sure the caliper is aligned so the brake pads are not rubbing against the rims when the brakes are not engaged. If they're rubbing, adjust the caliper. Also, verify that the brake quick release lever is closed. Last, check the wheel skewers to make sure they're tight and seated properly. Make any necessary adjustments so that the wheels are secure. If you're riding regularly, clean and lubricate your drivetrain. For this, plan to take your bike outside or lay down some towels under the bike to catch excess fluids. You'll need bicycle chain degreaser, some cleaning fluid. We like to use a mixture of Simple Green with water, bike chain lubricant, and old towel or paper towels. First, spray the chain and pulleys with bicycle chain degreaser. Crank the pedals to make sure that the chain is completely saturated. Next, spray the chain, cassette, and pulleys with the mixture of Simple Green and water. Be generous. Let it soak for a few minutes. Using a rag, towel, or paper towels, wipe down the drivetrain, including the crank, pulleys, and chain. Crank the pedals while holding the towel against the chain to make sure it's completely cleaned. Now apply a steady stream of bike chain lubricant to the bike chain, right above the cassette. Crank the pedals one more time to make sure that the entire chain is lubed. Last, wipe off the excess lubricant and crank the pedals to reach the entire chain. For monthly maintenance, perform the following checks to determine if there are any issues that need attention. We won't cover how to correct these issues, so if you don't know how to fix them yourself, take your bike into the bike shop and let the experts take care of it for you. First, check the wear on your brake pads by looking closely at the front and rear brakes. Verify that the brake pads have not worn too close to the wear line. Test the brake tension by squeezing the brake levers. They should track straight back toward the handlebars and fully engage when pulled back about halfway. Next, check that the wheels are true. Spin each wheel. Using your finger as a guide, verify that the distance between your finger and the wheel stays uniform as the wheel spins. If the wheels are not true, they may wobble a bit or bump up against your finger. Visually inspect the bike for any frayed cables on the brakes or derailleur. Now check the chain. Gently pinch the chain and spin the crank backwards to check for any kinks. Last, check the headset. Wrap your fingers around the headset and grab the fork with your other hand. Move the fork back and forth to verify that there's no play in the headset. Twice a year, take your bike for a tune-up at the bike shop. A tune-up will include brake adjustments, shifter and derailleur adjustments, a safety check on bolts, and an inspection of the drivetrain. Your bicycle will be wiped down and the wheels trued. Once a year, take your bike into the bike shop for a standard overhaul. A standard overhaul includes full disassembly of the bike to the bare frame, a detailed cleaning and lubrication, a full tune-up service, new cables and housing, plus an overhaul of the headset, hubs, and ball bearings.